Hello everyone, welcome back to Coach Craig Sports. Today is going to be the Friday afternoon football preview, the starts and sits for that game. So this is the game between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. This game is in New Orleans, and the Saints are 7-point favorites. Over-under is 51 points in this game. It should be a pretty good game for both teams. Both teams have quite a few injuries, so I'm going to go over to another tab and just kind of show you guys the injury report, who's kind of in, who's kind of out, and then talk about how that relates to fantasy. So we're going to go through this injury report real quick. So on the Vikings side, you got Jalen Holmes, defensive end. He's out. Armon Watts, he's questionable with an ankle injury. Todd Davis is doubtful. He's been filling in for Eric Kendricks, who's got a calf injury. He's still out. Then you got Troy Dye, another linebacker, out. So this could be a really good day for Alvin Kamara with, the Vikings really banged up on defense, especially at that linebacker position. Typically, they don't cover out of the backfield with their safety position, so it could be a very good day for him, both running the ball and receiving as well. And then Alexander Madison, he's out, so that probably boosts Dalvin Cook up just a little bit more. Not that he really needed it. Kyle Rudolph's out, so once again, you're going to see a lot of Irv Smith, but the Saints have been pretty good against tight ends this year outside of that one game to Darren Waller, so I'm not really jumping on the Smith bandwagon this week at all either. Then we move down to the Saints side. So Traquan Smith, he's going to be out in this game. He's got an ankle injury. So really, Emmanuel Sanders gets a boost. Jared Cook probably gets a boost. Alvin Kamara gets a boost. You'll see some of these other wide receivers that they've been running out there. Lil Jordan Humphrey, he got the touchdown last week. Jawan Johnson, he was in on a lot of plays last week. So maybe if you're in DFS, those are a couple names to consider. Tommy Lee Lewis, Austin Carr, they both could be playing as well. Not really anybody I would trust in my championship week for fantasy, though. Nick Easton, offensive lineman, he's out with a concussion. And Andrews Pete, his ankle injury, he's still questionable. Malcolm Brown, Hendrickson's the interesting one here now that he's questionable. If he doesn't play, that could limit their pass rush a little bit. Marcus Williams, another big factor there. He's out with an ankle injury. This could see a little bit of a boost for Justin Jefferson, some of them deep plays over the top. But we'll get back over to the matchup. Start with the Vikings side. So Kirk Cousins, he's going to be a sit for me. Once again, that Saints defense is pretty good. Dalvin Cook, you're obviously starting him. It's not the best matchup in the world, but he's still good enough like we saw last week against the Bears. And he had over 100 yards against the Bears, over 100 yards against Tampa Bay. The Saints have a pretty similar defense, so I wouldn't be surprised if he does it again. Irv Smith, kind of like I talked about, Kyle Rudolph is out, but I'm not trusting him this week. Like I said, the Saints have been good against tight ends this year, pretty much except for that one game early in the year against Darren Waller. And then Adam Thielen, you start him. He's probably going to be covered by Lattimore. So just kind of tamper your expectations for him. Could have a decent game, especially if he ends up with a touchdown. But I think Justin Jefferson's the big one in this game. He's going to be on that opposite side. I don't think they're going to put Lattimore on him. And there's no Marcus Williams over the top. So if they can connect on a couple of big, deep plays, he should have a solid game. And then on the Saints side, Drew Brees, he's kind of like a streamable quarterback for me this week. You could start him if you don't have a better option. If you have a better option, just roll with your better option. Pretty simple there. Alvin Kamara, you're starting him. It should be a very, very good game for him. Like I said, those Vikings linebackers, they're missing. They could be missing up to 2 defensive linemen as well. So it should be a good game for him running the ball and in the receiving game. And then Emmanuel Sanders, I think you can start him as like a wide receiver 3 this week. Should be all right there, especially with the lack of depth behind him. Jared Cook, he's a streamable tight end this week. The Vikings are kind of middle of the pack against tight ends so far this year, but they're missing all them linebackers, so definitely could be a good matchup for him as well, especially if he gets in the end zone. Then the 2 defenses for both sides, I would sit the Vikings defense. You can start the Saints defense. They should be all right in this game. And then for Dan Bailey, he's been having his struggles kicking the football, so he's going to be a sit. Wil Lutz, he did miss a couple kicks against the Eagles, but he's still probably somebody you can count on. He's been pretty good throughout his career. But with that being said, these are my starts and sits for this Friday night football matchup. Tomorrow I will be doing all the other remaining matchups for the week, going through each one. That's a little bit longer video. I know this is the shorter version, but I just try to get this one out ahead of time since this is the earlier game in the week. But with that being said, I think this should be a pretty good football game overall. It's an afternoon game on Christmas, so if you guys don't have anything else going on in the afternoon for Christmas, be sure to tune into this game. If you guys play DFS, there is a free contest there as well. I believe it's presented by Amazon Prime Video. Be sure to check it out there. If you guys have any other questions about that as well, be sure to let me know. Be glad to help you guys out. If you guys liked and enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. It helps build the community that we're trying to build here at Coach Craig Sports. And that is really one for you, the viewers, helping you guys with your fantasy football teams, helping you get some wins, and helping you bring home some championship trophies in 2020. But with that being said, if you are new or current subscribers yet to do so, also hit that notification bell. Let you know every single time I post up a new video. Like I've been saying, post up about 5 videos a week, typically Monday through Friday. And like I already said, tomorrow's video will be the starts and sits for the remaining 15 matchups. You guys are going to want to be sure to check that one out as well. But with that being said, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. And if you guys have any questions at all, please be sure to let me know. And have a great rest of your day.